In this video, I will show you how to perform server-side rendering in React. My name is Maxim and I make programming tutorials to make it easier for you to learn React and JavaScript. So if it sounds relevant to you, then subscribe to the channel and let's go. First, we need to generate regular React application. Let's run npx create React app ssr example. Let's go to our project folder. And for server, we will use Expressjs. So we need to install it. Yarn add express. Open your application folder and then open src app.js and let's edit it a little bit. I want it to be a simple counter application. So I will make the following layout. It will be a paragraph that will say count, and count will be our state. So I define state using hooks. Count set count equals React use state. Initial value will be 0. Now we need increment and decrement functions. Increment will set count to count plus 1. And decrement we'll set it to -1. And now we'll add 2 buttons. Increment, that will call increment function, and decrement, that will do same for decrement. Now we can remove logo as we are not going to use it, and we can check if our application works. Oh, we also need to wrap our application into a fragment. Now, if you open the browser, you will see our counter. Increment works, so does decrement. Now let's render it server-side. To render our counter server-side, we'll obviously need a server. So create new folder, we'll call it server, and we'll create a file called server there, server.js. Open this file and we will need to import Express. Import Express from Express. Now we need to create new Express app. Const app equals Express. Now we need to define routes for this application. We'll basically serve everything from the root as our React application in this case. So we can say app.use, and now we can pass a handler function there. Now we need to pass the route. It's a string that starts with symbol of beginning of the line, slash, and symbol of the end of line. And then we pass resolver function. This function should accept 3 arguments: request, response object, and next. Before we do the next step, we need to build our React application, so we have a pre-built index.html. Go to the console and run yarn build. Now we can get back to the editing. Import file system, fs, and path modules. And now we will read our build index.html file, fs.read file, path, resolve, and we pass path to our HTML file, build index.html. Now we need to specify the encoding, UTF-8, and we can specify resolver function, error data. If while reading this file we will get an error, we need to log it. If error console log error, and we also want to return an error status with our server. Return res status 500 server error, send and it will be our error text. Some error happened. Now we can write the happy path. So if we successfully read our index.html, then we can return response send, where we will get data that in our case is text contents of our index.html, but we replace the mounting point. Mounting point is in our case div with ID root. So let's get back to server, and we need to replace div with ID root with also div with ID root, but as you can see I'm using template strings here because I will need to use a placeholder where we will render our React application. Closing tag, and here we will paste result of rendering our app. Now, in order for us to render our layout server side, we will need three things. First, we will need React itself, import React from React. We will need React DOM, import React DOM server from React DOM module server. And we will need our app, import, I don't remember if it's default import. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Import app from src app. Now, inside of our template string, we will use React DOM server method called render2string, where we will pass our app. No, not audio buffer. App. And we can format the document. So when we read our index.html file successfully, we get the data. It will be text contents of our index.html file. Then we replace our mounting point, our root div, with the contents of our rendered application. So first render will go to string and we will put it inside of our root div. Now we'll need to make another change in our React application. Open src index.js, and instead of render, we'll now use hydrate. And we can get back to server. And we need to launch our Express application. We say app, listen, we pass port, which we will define as a constant. Const port equals 8000. And we pass a callback. When the app will be launched, we need it to say console log app launched on, and then port number. One last thing is that we also want to serve all the static files from build folder. So we write app.use, and we want to use express.static. Now we need to specify the folder from which we will serve our static files. So we use path resolve from dir name. This is the directory of this script that we will launch, that we will run, to one level back, and it will be build folder. We're almost done, but before we can launch our application, we need to add the server-side support for JSX. So we need to add Babel. Get back to the console and install yarn add Babel preset env, Babel preset React, Babel register, and ignore styles, as we don't want to compile them. Okay, now let's add Babel support. In our server folder, create new file called index.js. Inside of it, say require ignore files, ignore styles. Ignore styles. Now require Babel register, and now call it and pass options. We need to ignore node modules, so we specify it in square brackets, node module, and we need to specify a list of the presets we're going to use. Presets, and we pass an array with Babel preset env and Babel preset React. And now go to the end of the file and require server. That should be it. Now we can open our package.json file and add a new script. Start ssr, or just ssr. It will run node, don't forget the comma, node server index.js. And let's get to the console. Let's run yarn ssr. Let's run yarn ssr. App launched on 8000. If you open your browser on port 8000, you will see that we have our application. And if you open the DevTools network tab and you reload the app to see the first request that actually got us the HTML code, you will see that the first request already contained our app initial layout. So it works. If you like this video, press like button, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, and see you next time.